Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to another episode of Rog Talks Games. It's been a while since we've done a full video. I like to hope this is my return. I just want to talk about some things. I want to talk about what's been going on with me, why I haven't been making videos for about a month, and also got a great story that was terrible. That's a great story to tell. So let's start with what's been going on with me. So, my last upload was at the beginning of October, and then I just kind of dropped off the face of the earth one day and didn't. I've uploaded some shorts since then, and I've also made some posts to the community. I don't even know if most of you guys saw them. So, I suffer from depression. I'm diagnosed, medicated, all the good stuff. And I especially have bad seasonal depression. It started to really come in hard in August, which is a lot earlier than it usually does. And then in October, it was hitting even harder. I just had to take a little break. So I don't want to dive too much into that. I'm not here for sympathy or anything like that. But I have a hard time even enjoying some of the things that I enjoy, which was including making videos in this particular instance, when I'm really struggling with that particular aspect of my life. So, obviously it's not a switch I can flip. I'm still definitely struggling. I've talked with my doctor. I've gonna be taking some strides to do some different things to try to hopefully get this under control. I think that may have a lot to do with why I bought so many games over the last couple months, like exponentially more than usual. But we're not gonna get too into that. You're probably wondering, well, what did Roger buy in October? Well, I'm going to do that video. I'm going to get that out to you this week on all the October video games that I've bought. And I do mean all of them. I'm going to put everything in there that I can find that I bought in October. So we'll have that coming this week. So yeah, that's been kind of what's going on with me. I just came back from vacation. I did go to Super Nintendo World in Universal Epic Universe. It was awesome. I spent a few days at Disney with one of my childhood best friends. And then this is going to lead me into this story. So this is like the main topic of this video. Where do I start? Okay. So one of the issues that I have with my depression is I'll fixate on something and it'll be all I think about. And unfortunately, those things are negative. I'll find a negative thing and stress about it forever. So for example, about a little less than a week before our flight to Florida, the airline that we were on, one of our flights, flies once a day out of Pittsburgh, Spirit Airlines, got canceled from Pittsburgh to Orlando. And it had to do with the shutdown because of one of the air traffic controllers in Orlando. So I stressed for days leading up to my vacation. And all I could think about was that. Like my flight getting canceled. I fixated on it. Not good. After we got to the day before, I figured, okay, everything's good. We're fine. We're going to go down there. And yeah, everything's fine. We get down there. We're safe. And then once we're there, they make that announcement that they're going to start delaying 10% of flights at the 40 busiest airports in the United States. Unfortunately, that included MCO, the airport in Orlando. So I stressed for the entire vacation that, well, flight's going to get canceled. Not fun. Yeah, again, depression sucks. Finally, the day before the flight, I felt pretty good because everybody who had affected flights been notified already. So like, okay, this is good. We're going to fly home tomorrow on time. No big deal, no problems. So, my buddy and I, cameraman Lee, we got back to our hotel room and went to bed because, I had to get up about 3 a.m. to drive to the airport to get there around 4. We had a 6 a.m. flight. Or it's actually 7 a.m. It was on our board like 6:15. So we wanted to get there early, obviously. I woke up at 1:30 with stomachache and we get to the airport. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm pretty sure I vomited until Satan himself left my body. Like, my soul ejected from my own body. It was bad. So I was stressed about that. Sick. I'm having a hard time even standing up. I'm feeling so sick. So we go through security to realize, oh, we went through the wrong security. So at that point, I started to get a little panic attack. And I hadn't had a panic attack in 5 years. Well, I'd had a small one, but this one was like a major, like massive breakdown panic attack. It was horrible. I left my carry-on bag at that wrong security gate. So I'd walked away. I was so dried out from where I'd been, vomiting, and I could literally, my mouth and throat were so dry, I couldn't even speak. I could barely get the words out to my friend that I was having a panic attack, and I started wandering like aimlessly. Like I was a mess. I was like, I need water. After I bought my water, I realized, oh no, my carry-on's back there. So I text my friend. I'm freaking out. He's trying to calm me down. He was in the bathroom at that point after I kind of wandered off aimlessly. So I'm sitting here, I'm in a massive panic attack. I'm okay, we're going to miss our flight. We're not going to be able to get home today. I have to work in the morning. He has to work tomorrow night because he works nights. It's like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm a mess. My buddy goes, and big shout out to him. He pays for express through security to get through the correct security gate. He has an airport employee helping us up, Cappy Roo. And at this point, I can't stand up. Like I'm struggling to even do anything. I can't hardly talk. Other than like, all I could say was, I'm having a panic attack and I need help. That was a hilarious cat moment. I wish I could share that with you. So we get to the correct security, second security. I can't stand. I'm about to pass out. I was going to be sick and still having this massive panic attack. So they sent me to sit down at the end of security. So I go through the metal detector and everything, go sit down. And they're taking care of my bags. TSA goes through all my stuff, gets everything. They have packed half my bags for whatever reason. I think they were upset because my iPad was in my carry-on, something along those lines. Which my buddy, he retrieved my carry-on for me, by the way. So, and get to security. We make on the flight, pretty much just in time to board, and we get home. So Pittsburgh Airport, my wife meets us, and we're putting our stuff in the car. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get my Switch 2 out just in case I want to play on the way home. Even though I'm not feeling very good, I might want to play some Switch 2. This is this point where I realized my Switch 2 is not with me. It did not make it out of Orlando. It was still in security. When TSA was unloading, what are you playing with, cat? I don't even know what that is. Sorry, guys. I got distracted by my cat chewing on who knows what this is. I think it's a piece of a toy. So, anyways. My Switch 2 did not make it home. I was devastated. I'm going to adjust this a little bit here. And being somebody who suffers from depression, this was like my Switch 2 is something that I use to de-stress. It is my main distraction when stuff's going on that I can't handle, or just to kind of wind down. And it was gone. So I put in lost and found tickets. I'm incredibly upset. I'm already depressed. I'm already sick. I'm just crying, And the next couple of days, I'm just miserable. Horrible miserable. Just miserable, depressed. Letitia was literally ready to, after she got off work Tuesday, was ready to pick me up and try to GameStop and buy me a new Switch 2. And my parents were like, hey, we're going to replace your games. So thank God, my family's amazing. Got an email that afternoon that they had found my Switch 2 at TSA. So they were going to ship it home. So, moral of the story, I paid $150 for my Switch 2. Thumbnail moment. I do not recommend any of that happening. I paid $150 to get this shipped home. It finally arrived Thursday evening, right around the time Letitia and I got home from a date night. And I'm very, very happy to have this back. I've been playing a couple things on it since I got it back. I played the Kirby Air Riders demo test this morning. I played some Yakuza Kiwami last night. So yeah, this definitely helps. Obviously I'm still not myself, but improvements are going to be made. Things are going to be all right. Um, I'm going to film another video here maybe later today. I don't know. I was going to go game hunting today, but it's supposed to rain, so I don't know. I really don't want to drive all the way to Pittsburgh in the rain. So even though I've got a nice little stack of trades and I wanted to go up to Butler, we're gonna skip on that today. We're gonna go do some other stuff. But anyways, guys, that's kind of all I have for today. October pickups video. We're gonna get that out there this week. So yeah. And I'm gonna upload a little video about Super Nintendo World also. I've got a little bit of video footage, lots of pictures. So I'm going to give you like a kind of rundown review of that here in the next week as well. So anyways, guys, if you struggle with your mental health, this is more important than anything I've ever said on this channel. This is far more important than anything video game related. Like none of that matters. If you find yourself struggling with your mental health, um, absolutely 100%, you need to talk to somebody. You need to get the medical attention that you need. And even if you're not to the point where you're feeling like you want to hurt yourself, which, fortunately for me, I've never been at that point. But even if you're not there, but especially if you are, help's out there. Consult your doctor, seek some mental health specialists out to, help you get into the right place that you need to be in your head. Things like that can be life-changing. And lots of things may need to change. You may need to make changes in your life. That's what I had to do when this really all came to a head in 2020. And I had to do a whole career change. And I had to, it was basically a massive midlife crisis. It was horrible. But, make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally. It's just as important to do that as it is to take care of your physical health. So, anyways, guys, if you want to reach out to me, I'm always free to talk. I can talk to you if you're having issues like that. I'm not a professional. I struggle for myself, but I can kind of look at it from the point of view of, I know how you feel, and maybe I can help. So, anyways, guys, until next time, we'll see you.